Eliminate the negative, give effort they can never give. These nutritional facts, so peep, it's imperative. You peep the content and the nonsense that you letting in. Ignore the critics, them bitches sleep. Fuck they said it here. I'ma hustle. Hey, yo, get right. Yo, what up? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy Rhymez. You know what I'm saying? We over here kicking it on Pen Game. Welcome to the Pen Game podcast. Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying, where lyricism takes the forefront, where, you know, culture and hip hop, everything is put to the forefront. And, you know, we give y'all our opinions on exactly, you know, the subject of the day. And right now, first off, I'd love to say that we have a special invited guest. You know what I'm saying? Got the homeboy DJ Trev in the building. Was good.
What's up? Pen Game, what's up?
Welcome to Pen Game.
Yes, glad to be here.
You heard him, right? He said, finally. He said, finally. All right. So, you know, what we going to talk about today is something simple. You know, I'm actually, you know, I'm going to say a few things, but, you know, since we got DJ Trev over here, you know what I'm saying, a dope DJ who does what he does, you know, and then you got the man Third Degree. If y'all don't know, he used to also make beats and he was a producer. So what we're going to do is talk about the best beat makers in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So we all going to go down a list and, you know, give our opinions. But I'm going to let them, you know, I'm going to give my opinion, but, you know, they really going to take it because I'm just a rapper. Just a rapper.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I'm saying? So DJ Trev, what we like to do is always give, you know, the special invited guest, the floor first. So right now we about to pass it to you. Who are your best beat makers in hip hop?
Well, you know, being a beat maker, it takes a lot out of a person, and it's various different types of beat makers, of course. So my list might be a little different, but each one of these guys that I pick, they unique in their own style. So I'm not gonna say top five. I'm not gonna say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just okay. So I'm gonna start off with the pioneer that I feel like, which is Dr. Dre. I mean, you can't start off without talking about Dre because he's a pioneer of hip hop.
That's facts.
He touched every generation of hip hop from the beginning to even like helping Kendrick produce his, latest album. His process is a lot different. As a beat maker, he used a lot of people's vocals and ad libs with his beat. So his process of recording, if you ever heard, he record backwards to add your vocal, like to add your ad libs to the song. So when you go into the studio with Dre, you're not starting off with your rhyme. You're starting off with your ad lib, which is crazy to me. I mean, I know it's off the topic, but it's crazy. But he also uses other live musicians like Scott Storch, and without Scott, Dre probably wouldn't have made it a couple of. I mean, so when I say Dr. Dre, I'm also including Scott Storch, and I'm also including Eminem. I mean, when under Dre, but that's because these artists sitting in the studio with this guy, I know probably can be difficult because who he is. But my second one is I got to go with Kanye West, the best sampler. Great man. No, my favorite album to this day is College Dropout. I have yet to hear anything like through the fire yet. Like it's something about that song, and the way that he do the samples, he keeps it original and he don't change a lot with it. I'm gonna say my third is the Guru, and that's Timberland. I feel like
Damn.
I feel like Timberland. It's a story about Kanye West, and I forgot what song it was. I think it was Stronger, and he couldn't get the beats right, so he went to Pharrell. He said Pharrell did his way. He was like, I can't. He was like, I can't hear it. So then he went to everybody else. Dre, he's like, I can't hear it. He said he went to Timberland. He said Timberland figured out the beat in 5 minutes, and for the
That
rest
was
of
the
the
drums,
hour,
bro. The drums. Yeah.
he
The
said for the
drums.
rest of
Yeah.
the hour, he
Yeah.
talked about how great and couldn't nobody else do this
Yeah.
but him. So
Yeah, yeah.
for real, Timberland is like the wizard. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's a beat maker's beat maker. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that you want to go to. As far as different, um, I gotta go with Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one point of time, Pharrell and NERD, 10% of everything that came on the radio was beats that was produced by Pharrell. 10% of everything that came on the radio at one time was produced by one team, Pharrell. And it's not just most of these guys, like uh, most of these guys do touch a lot of genres, but when it comes to rock, pop,
Yeah.
uh, hip hop, and not even, I believe Pharrell is one of the beat makers that cross genres. Like
Mm-hmm.
Happy was one of them songs you couldn't figure out what it was, but it was something about it that.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people gonna get mad because I didn't say Jay Dilla, but you know, um, yes, he was a great, but as far as today, and this will end my list, Mustard is doing something to this industry, man. And what I mean by that is, as a DJ, and I'm learning as a DJ tempos, like the type of tempo that'll get a party started, the type of tempo that people don't like. Mustard like that 102, that,
Mm-hmm.
and now that with the West Coast,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like his style with the West Coast is like hand in hand. That's why you get in. That's why I was telling my girl, you can't say Kendrick made this album before. You got to say Mustard made this a little tempo thing. This Mustard, like and that's what I learned from him is it's a change in tempo. Like back in 2010, it was that more of that hype, but Mustard got that. So you like, oh snap! Like Not Like Us is probably the best beat I heard since through the fire. As far and it's like
Wow.
being creative with it. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
know the original sample and it's just like dun, 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 to
Mm-hmm.
be a beat maker and you hear another tempo is crazy. And then Squabble Up and TV off. I have to put Mustard down as one of my favorite
Yeah, yeah,
producers.
Yeah. I can
Okay,
respect it.
but
yeah.
I can
other than
respect
that,
it.
uh, yeah, I mean, that's my top five.
Okay.
My favorite beat maker is probably not is Rick James, but like, but
Okay.
he be like Rick James ain't a beat maker. I'm like, Rick, but like I was telling my girl, and it's a lot of artists that are great beat makers. Tyler Creator,
Mm-hmm.
um, Eminem,
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole. People don't know that J. Cole make a lot of his
Mm-hmm.
beats,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and a sleeper is who was I saying? Young Bird.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
He make
he go by
Yeah.
yeah.
Heat
That's what I
maker.
was about to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, yeah,
he's a sleeper, bro.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
I'm
A
like,
lot of people
yo,
didn't know that was him.
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But when when y'all gave me the task of beat making, it was like, oh man, I got like
So
20 or
many.
30.
Yeah,
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 so many.
yeah. Nah, it
So what?
definitely is.
I'm ready to hear Third's list.
Well, before we do that, like third, what do you think about his list? And then another thing is, so it's through the wire with Kanye, not through the
Yeah,
Through
fire.
through
the
the
wire.
wire.
Yeah.
My
Through
bad.
the
Yeah,
Through the
yeah.
wire.
wire.
Nah, you
Through
good, you
Through,
good.
the
through the wire.
Hmm.
All right, what I think? I think that list is magnificent. Starting off, so salute to you, Trev, because you actually got three people on your list that's on my top five. So
All
you
right.
know, but I'm gonna do justice. I'm gonna put them in order. How about that? I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just gonna launch them out. I'm gonna put them in order
woo.
for
Okay,
who's the
Okay.
best.
okay.
Another thing I want to clarify for the audience, because me and Trev actually in the production side is you can have a producer, right, and you can have a beat maker as well. Now, a beat maker is always considered like producing a track, but a producer might not necessarily make a beat. So, kind of what Trev was talking about earlier is Kanye. I think it was stronger. It was
Yeah.
a beat that he was making, but he just couldn't get the drums right on the pattern. So he was shopping it out. He went to Pharrell, you know, went to other producer beat makers, tried to get the right drums he wanted to put in the mix, and he just wasn't feeling it. So he ended up at Timbaland's. Timbaland's heard the track, and Timbaland is a master when it comes to as far as how to put a track together
Yeah.
sonically. You know what I'm saying? Not just hearing it, but sonically how the
Yeah.
frequencies work together. Like beat making, Trev, I know you can test this. It's a lot dealing with understanding what goes with what kick
Yes.
goes with bass, what hi-hats, what frequency, how we gonna cut off the low end, how we gonna raise the highs a little bit. It's a lot to this, right? And you
Yeah.
also gotta cut into the track so where you can lay somebody vocals in. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Yes.
a lot of that production side, a producer will know the know-how, but he might not necessarily know, okay, I'm making a beat. He might take a beat and then he'll say, hey, he'll go to an audio engineer, Rhymez, you know,
Hmm.
Yeah.
third, Trev,
Yeah.
and I want you to take this down. I want you to kick this up. I want you to pull back on them hi-hats. I want these vocals a little bit louder. Like Diddy, no Diddy, but Diddy was masterful for hearing a song. Hearing the song, once again, this is pre-trial, so we don't know how this shit gonna end up. But as far as talent, ear, he knows
Oh
how to
man.
take a track, take an artist, merge it together. That's what a producer does. Okay, beat makers here. We're talking about strictly melody. So before I go into my list, I just want to clarify that because a lot of them is one and the same, right? You could be a
Yeah.
producer and beat maker, but I wanted to make that distinction because of my list that we're about to kick off.
Yeah,
All right,
because
so I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it all falls under audio engineering. There's beat making, there's editing, there's so many different things, but it all falls under the scope of audio engineering.
Definitely. All
Yeah.
right, so number five. So I'm gonna work backwards. So number five is Kanye West. I know this
Five?
seems low, but we talking about
Wow.
these are it's only five I got to choose, man. And
Hmm.
I
Okay.
put Kanye West down at number five. And the reason why is because of the samples. Now I'm biased. I've always thought as a beat maker, making a beat out of samples is a lot easier than making a beat from scratch, especially if you understand if you know how to play an instrument or whatever. So if you were going in there and you're straight keyboarding it up, or you in there and you know how to play multiple instruments and you make a beat out of that, that is so much tougher in my eyes than you taking a sample and chopping it up. Not saying it's not a skill in it, but trust, it is a skill, guys.
No,
So
I'm
just put
yes.
it out in the
Yes.
comments. It's hard to sample beats and make them fire.
Yeah.
But if you was to
Yeah.
tell me if someone make a beat from scratch and someone took a sample and make one, which one would be tougher? In my eyes, I will always give it to the guy who did it from scratch. So that's
Yeah.
why Kanye is number five for me. He is the best. And you said that before, Ted, that he's the best sampler. I agree with that 100. No one samples better than Kanye. And to give you some examples of my favorite tracks from Kanye that he sampled, well, his songs is Guess Who's Back is probably number one with Jay-Z, Scarface.
Mhm.
I see you smiling up there, Rams. Good
Yeah.
Life, Welcome to the good life with T-Pain. God, that beat goes in. And I think a track that changed the culture for the better, that didn't, I think it got us a good amount of love, but Jesus Walks. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So Kanye, Flowers. Then the only reason, like I said, he is lower is because he samples a lot. All right. The next four, these are original beat makers. Yeah, I have probably some samples in there too, but they really know how to play the keys. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, and y'all might not, y'all should know this name by now, but it's London on the Track. Are y'all familiar? Y'all familiar with London?
Familiar.
What about you, Trev?
Yes.
He doesn't seem impressed by that. No, for London.
Yes.
All right, let me tell you, London on the Track.
Yeah.
This dude know how to really play the keys. Like when I say he really know how to play the keys. Look at some of London's before he blew up older stuff, and you wouldn't even know some of the credits that he got as far as a beat maker on songs. And one of my favorite times as far as hip hop is back where we had all the snap music and all the club music, like the Roscoe Dash, everywhere I go out. You know, you remember that era? I don't know what really to call it, but that's one of my favorite times as far as hip hop. It was a lot more clubby type deal. And London on the Track, he was a pioneer on those. Some of my favorite songs from him, Lifestyle with Thugger. You remember when y'all first heard that? Nobody knew what the fuck they was talking about. But this shit was catchy. Why do you think it was catchy? That Thugger and that beat. You see what I'm saying? So he done that beat. He's done All About the Money with T.I. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. He did that beat. Or Roll in Peace with Kodak Black. And Tencion, I think that's his name, the guy who passed away.
Oh, XXX
Tencion, yeah. You know the song I'm talking about?
No.
So that's yeah. It's not New York shit, so I get it. But
come on, man.
London on the Track.
You know, New York don't care about nothing but New York.
No, don't do me like that.
If you ask them who his favorite beat makers is, they all gonna be like 4 of them gonna be from New York.
Yo, and what?
So my list is definitely biased because, like I said, this era of hip hop, and this is my list, right? So we're gonna keep it going to 3, which you said previously, Trev, is Dr. Dre. You can't make a beat making video and not put Dre on.
3.
I mean, 3, because these top 2, I'm telling you, these 2.
Understand the top 2 right now.
These 2 gonna be crazy.
I know who's one of his 2 for sure. I know who's one of his 2 for sure.
But man, you can name so many hits with Dr. Dre, man. You got Gin and Juice with Snoop Dogg, classic. In the Club, 50 Cent. Do you remember how long that was at number 1 on 106 in Park? I think to this day it's like the longest streak, if I'm not mistaken. At number 1. That beat was a good reason for it. The Real Slim Shady. Bum 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 bum.
I think like Dre had, like, when you speak about Dre, it's like you ain't making no West Coast music without hearing Dre, without hearing the keys or the G
the piano.
Yep. Like play the whole
He
G
pioneered that. He pioneered that whole sound. Yeah. So we're gonna kick off with number 2, and I know y'all probably gonna be shocked at this, but K.E. on the Track. This is my personal favorite. My personal favorite is K.E. on the Track. Once again, because of the certain genre of the music when it came out. You got Show Out with Roscoe Dash. You got Magic with Future. These was just club hits back then. When I was in my prime and I was in there and going to the clubs every Friday, every Thursday, every Saturday, these was the songs. When they came on, you grabbed something thick and you jammed, you made it work. You feel me? You got Swag Surfing, FLY. Come on now. This is one man that made all those tracks. You see what I'm saying? So that's why K.E., my favorite. Not saying he's the best, but he's my favorite.
So you
know how to play those keys.
You got Kanye. You got Kanye 5.
Kanye 5.
London number 4.
Yes, sir.
London on the track number 4.
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Dre number 3.
Number 3.
And you got KE number 2.
KE number 2.
Who
Yeah.
in the blue hell is number 1?
He's
You know who number 1 is.
hold up now. Before you do this one needs a like grand entrance. So describe the person first before I hear the name. That
So
way, okay.
if you think about beat making, hip hop beat making, if I gave you 2 words and I said hip hop beat making, it's really 2 names that you can think of at the top of everything. We've already mentioned one, which is Dr. Dre.
Timberland.
You know it.
No, you hear me?
No one is fucking with Timberland. Period.
Mm,
Period. Timberland
mm.
has produced so many hits on hip hop,
Yeah,
which we're talking about, right? He
I got somebody right here.
But
Like,
he got so many hits in different genres. He was charging cats $1 million for his beats at one time.
Yeah.
Anything he touched was gonna blow up. You got some of my favorites, "Ugly" by Bubba Sparks. Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah, yeah.
ugly.
Yeah,
you be
nah.
picking the like weirdest songs. Like, I also got like
Because
Aaliyah and Missy Elliott, but
listen.
we're gonna
You
skip
got
that. We're gonna go straight to Bubba Sparks.
listen because everybody know those songs, right? Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
that's true.
I'm,
That's
I'm
true. That's
trying to
true.
give you songs where if you say, all right, let's not pay too much attention to
Did he
the
do
lyrics.
Miss New Booty by Bubba Sparks?
Did he?
I
It
don't
sound like a damn
know.
Timberland beat, don't it?
Man, we
Because
just
Timberland
threw
got a
Jazzy Frank. Like, we ain't even just add Jazzy
Yo,
Frank
I
in
was
this
about to say
one.
I thought that was Jazzy, but I could be wrong.
yeah, Jazzy. I think he's overrated, bro.
Fake. We
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think he's overrated. I think he's
Okay,
cool.
okay. So this is my question. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna argue with the track because I'm sure this one gonna get a whole lot of comments, and they gonna be commenting about you.
You wait to hear my shit.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah,
Let's
let me
go
hear
back to
yours.
Timberland.
Yeah, let me hear yours,
You got.
Ross. I got.
Hold on, you got the Bubba Sparks "Ugly," right? You
Mm-hmm,
got
Uh-huh.
Omarion "Icebox."
mm-hmm.
Y'all don't remember that? You got an
Of course.
icebox where my heart
Hey,
used to be. These are hits.
bruh, but you sorry, now I'm gonna let you keep going, but you know his number 1 hit maker? You know who his number 1 hit
Aaliyah,
maker is?
Timberlake.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Justin Timberlake, and
That's
he
his
had
number 1
"Cry
hit,
Me a
hit maker.
River." You
Yeah.
don't have to say
That's his
what
number.
you need.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even that sexy back.
I was,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like sexy back was like that's what Kanye wanted. I think he it was something he was like, I wanted it to sound like bring it sexy back. And
hmm
he was like, I couldn't get it to sound right. And he was like,
yeah,
well, I went to Timberland and he did it in 5 minutes. And for
hmm
45 minutes, just sat there and talking about nobody could have did it but him.
because it was him. Timberland. You remember all the stuff he used to do? What was the other dude, the weird rapping dude? Remember McGee? What was it? Magoo.
Oh,
Magoo.
Magoo.
Timberland and Magoo, like that was
How
his
That's
you
what
song.
she
gonna
was
make
saying.
somebody?
Like my
Yeah,
girl, she was like, I used to love Timberland and Magoo. Like,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because Magoo had that. He was like a Southern Mace. You know, like
yes.
was what? Yeah,
so
like
I'm thinking since we talking Virginia,
yeah,
who
exactly.
really had who really had like a big hole, and you hear like Pharrell and you hear like
Uh-huh.
all these beat makers, even Tommy Rich, what's his name? The dude, the $1 million Tommy Richmond. Well, he's from Virginia. He make his beats too. If you can hear him, they're like, yo, all these beats kind of sound like almost the same almost.
Mm-hmm,
And
Right,
it's because of one guy that came from New York
mm-hmm,
and Teddy Riley, man. Teddy Riley
right.
had a lot to do with like the whole genre of Virginia because once he moved out of New York, he moved into Virginia, and
hmm
Timberland and Teddy Riley and them used to work together. Pharrell and Timberland used to be in the same studios
hmm
together. And if you really hear this Virginia sound, it's not like a joking beat, but it's like, nigga, is that really a beat? Like if you hear Pharrell
Right,
beat, it's
right.
like
yeah.
he'll take
Yeah.
a top of a pot and just
Yeah.
it's just like some dude, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, but do you got a list, Rhymes?
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
got a
what you
list.
got, Roms.
All
I
right, let's
mean,
see how many people from
y'all,
New York.
y'all already said. All right, see, don't do me like that, right? So, but y'all already said just about everybody that I've said, except for one person.
All right, who that?
Fine with that one person.
What's that one?
That person is my number one. But I so Pete, I was simple. We gonna keep it with Virginia. Pharrell made classics. We all know that. Jay-Z, I Just Want to Love You. Clips. Come on, who wasn't doing that grinding beat? We was doing that shit all in the lunchroom and everything. Like
It was like his beats was done, but not done all the way. But it made it. I
I
don't
like
know.
Pharrell. Pharrell would probably be on my top 10, definitely.
the aggression that came with that beat. To be able to do a beat like that, and then to be able to do a beat like Beautiful with Snoop Dogg.
And then drop it like it's hot with Snoop. Oh my God.
And then play with the drums again with that. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
So Pharrell took a part in so many different things. You talk about Happy. Happy was a huge song back in 2014 or 2013, whenever it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did that. And him and his boy Chad Hugo, you know, like they combined on so many different things. They went into rock, you know. They was in the whole skater. They had their own little skating scene thing going on, you know. Like the Neptunes was the shit. As simple as that.
Facts.
Number 4. I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't be number 4, but I'm going with keeping in Virginia as well. Timberland.
4?
Yeah, I got him at 4.
I don't think you got any room to talk third.
See, don't get twisted. I probably would put him higher. I should have maybe above the person that's number 3, right?
But y'all give me a heart attack.
So yeah, I mean Timberland, like I said, keeping in Virginia. Get your freak on with Missy. You know what I'm saying? Big Pimpin'. All the stuff with Aaliyah, all the stuff with Justin Timberlake. You know, the stuff with Nelly Furtado. You know what I'm saying? Like this man was global. He's probably the main producer that we're talking about on these lists that's global.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like Timbo was the man, and he can actually rap. You know, so that's something I do like about him. So you know, but
can he though?
Yes, he can rap. I'm gonna say he can rap. Yes,
all right,
he can rap. Right. But yeah, Timbo was crazy with it. Like I said, I'm letting y'all lead this joint, but I'm gonna go with Kanye on number 3.
Your list sound amazing. I can live with your list.
We got the same people on it.
That was a shot.
No, you do not have the same people.
All 3 of us literally got Kanye on this list.
London on the track.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna say Dr. Dre at some point, and then he's already said Timberland. So we had the same 3 people.
Yeah, but
so Dr. Dre will be your 2. Who?
I said we are missing one.
So this is your number 1.
Well. So you know, Kanye, obviously, all the stuff with Jay-Z. You know,
what's
all
your,
the stuff
what's your favorite Kanye beat?
What's my favorite Kanye beat? I mean, Jesus Walk was pretty powerful. You know, just
it's too many.
Bomb.
I think Spaceship was probably my favorite. Like I've been working the spaceship, this great ship, and I ain't made. I don't know. There's so many daggone songs.
Yeah, that
there's so many songs, and I'm still trying to figure out if there was Lupe Fiasco on that song or not. It was.
No, that wasn't Lupe.
Consequence.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yo, for someone to know that's your girl right there, for her to know Consequence, salute. I rocks with that. So Dr. Dre's my number 2, right? I mean, y'all have said all the reasons for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously, Straight Outta Compton, Nothing But a G thing, all the Eminem stuff, a lot of the Kendrick stuff. Like, I mean, come on, like
he better not say
who.
Somebody
Since I'm so New York centric, who?
Is it from New York?
Maybe. And if they was,
I don't want you to
What's
say.
the top
I
of
don't
this up
want you
there?
to
What is
say.
it?
this
The
person is not from New
electronica.
York. This
No.
person
I'm
is
gonna
not from
write
New York.
down the one that I think you talking about,
This person
and
is not
then
from
after
New
you
York.
say it, I'll show you. And if because all right,
A-rap music.
This person is not from New York. I'm gonna let him write his down.
whoa, for real, he not from New York.
Nah, he ain't from New York.
Mhm.
I mean, man, Kanye, you got Dre, you got For Real, you got Timberland.
There's a lot of people out there still.
Facts. Like
I
Lil
don't want you to
Track.
say like Swish Beats.
You better not say Swiss Beats.
I said he ain't from New York. I thought that, I thought that should have
Okay.
ended that. I thought that
See,
I
should have
don't even
ended
know
us
that.
where
from
Swiss
the
is. Is
us
Swiss
from the
from New York?
South, we don't know who from New York, the who
Yeah.
majority. We say y'all all from the North.
The North.
Well,
Yeah. Nah, I know.
but
Oh, what about Just Blaze?
He from New
He
mm,
from
York.
up there?
He
Yeah.
from New York. Yeah.
I
He
say
from
he
New
a
York or
sleeper.
Jersey.
He a strong six.
Yeah. Just Blaze.
There's somebody
Who we
that's in
got?
ATL that's still out there too that we ain't mentioned.
Please don't say Zaytoven.
Nope.
I like Zay.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
You want
Tell me.
some
Jermaine
R&B?
Dupri.
No, you don't like them type of beats.
I said Jermaine Dupri.
He said Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri.
Not as my number one. I said the one from
Okay,
ATL.
okay,
I said
Oh,
the
okay,
one from
okay.
ATL. Not as my
I
number
gotta
one.
say, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
He ain't in this.
I'm
he
building it
got
out.
hits though. He
And
honestly,
I think that's something y'all
No,
should recognize.
he's like
no.
Dre was in the South. If you really think about it, like I was sitting here DJing the other day. What's that song with the girls? This is for my nigga. This is for my when they be doing that at the end of the song. Who was it? Escape.
Oh yeah. This is for my
Mhm.
niggas. Strictly for
Yeah,
my
see,
niggas.
but that's
This
the
is for
first
my
time I
niggas.
heard a song
The
actually
real
just
niggas.
saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Back in the day. I know what
And
you're talking about.
and that part, you don't hear no. That's like the first time you hear a Southern
Yeah.
twist on things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I like that list. I can deal with that.
Well, you ain't hit the number one yet. Remember, I ain't say
Who's
number
number
one.
one?
I was
What's
y'all
the
ready for
number?
it now?
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought
And
that was okay. So he's like a strong six.
one of the pioneers of hip hop was on the Hip Hop Bible every BET cipher DJ fucking Premier for me.
I can give you that.
DJ Premier for
I
me.
can give. Why your face like that,
Let his
London?
face stay that
London
way.
on the
I don't give
track.
a fuck. Let his face stay that way. His face stay that way. I'm going with DJ Premier. And
Yeah,
you
I was
know
sleeping
what?
on London, bro.
He's not from New York, no, but he influenced the hell out of the New York sound. He's from Houston, Texas.
Okay, so let me ask you this
What's up?
before we get off. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so who you feel is overrated DJ? Now I'm gonna say three names.
Overrated
Uh,
DJ or beat maker?
beat maker.
Okay.
Beat maker. Who you think is well, I'm gonna give you a strong six. We forgot like Manny Fresh. Like we just like I
Yeah, he's
can't,
still.
but I feel like Swish Beats is overrated.
Okay.
He's the most overrated.
Not as much as Zaytoven.
No,
Mm.
Zay nasty with it.
Zay is the type of person like Mustard who understood tempo.
Mm-hmm.
So he got that.
Mm-hmm.
See,
But
he's an
Zay
organist.
real nasty with the keys though too.
He's an organist, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you a beat maker, you hear the same beat. It's like, okay,
Oh,
no.
this one huge one we forgot. Hit Boy.
Who?
Hit
Big
Boy.
Boy.
Hit Boy. You know who Hit Boy is?
I don't
So
know.
what would
I
you
don't
throw
think
him
you.
up? So what would you throw him up? Or would you throw him in London on the track?
Hold on.
Or okay,
He would
or
take
His
would
out
you or,
he would
or
take
would you
out
Hit
just
Stewie.
keep
Boy
That's not
has
live.
Hit Boy has more accolades. A lot of people don't know about because he doesn't. Okay, so this is another thing. Let me tell you about. A lot of producers nowadays have tags
Yeah,
that
no,
you
I
can
know.
clearly know who beat that is. Hit Boy was around a lot earlier where they didn't have tax. So a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that you didn't know that Hit Boy was behind. Huge shit. I'm talking about Beyonce shit. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of Beyonce stuff. He did a lot of R&B shit. He did the Eminem and no he didn't. That was somebody else. I'm thinking about. But
The last one.
He done a lot of shit, bro.
He did like the last 4 or 5 Nas albums by himself.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. If it comes to like just accolades, then yeah, I would have to put him over London on track. But when I'm talking about gifted, y'all gotta go check it out, London, bro. I'm telling you.
No, London's cool. I ain't going front. I don't know who the fuck you was talking about when you said the other nigga C or whatever.
KE on the track.
Yeah, that nigga. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
See, he's more of the. I call you the swag twerk. See, he got more. He like more than swag surf beat making.
Got you. See, and
it's that type of music. See, that's why I said this.
Look, that type of music. That type of music really don't even got a name. It just got a movement. So when you say, "I like this type of music," right?
Exactly. So you got to think about all that.
I think you would call it snap music, though, right?
Yeah.
So you had Travis Porter. You had Travis Porter. You know, Travis. You had futuristic movement. There it is.
So who? The last person that I think is overrated. I've been thinking was overrated. Everybody be on them, and they from New York. It's a million of them, but this beat maker, I can't. I just never liked RZA. Like I mean, it's just like I've never really liked his beats. Is that tough?
Is it true that he made the Shook Ones beat, or is that somebody else?
Look, the reason why you can't do that, but you thinking about it.
I'm really not.
He did Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream with the money.
Wu-Tang.
But
I'm well aware. Yeah,
that's probably the only beat. Like I'd be like, but it's
If I'm not mistaken, he did Liquid Swords. He did
a lot of good beats, but it's like some of his beats be like, okay, you using 4 fucking samples, and you using a beat pattern from this one.
It goes back to what I was saying, bro. It's like what type of beats are you into? Because like a guy like Rhymez, he gonna love them type of beats. You know what I'm saying? I remember like when I make a beat, I can already tell like, oh yeah, Rhymez gonna mess with this, or Rhymez ain't gonna mess. Like when I make that Fruity Loop type beats, I already know Rhymez not fucking with. Like those futuristic beats that I love, those hip hop beats.
What's white boy name from New York? Not New York. They be making the beats.
Talking about LP. Oh, you talking about Alchemist?
Alchemist
was about to be on my list. He was about to be on my
list. Alchemist is rough.
That's a boom bap type.
He make them grind. See that's for me.
That's your style. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's your style.
So you love RZA, but you ain't gonna like KE on the track or London on the track.
He ain't gonna like that. He gonna cut it. He ain't know who he was.
Nah, I ain't know who KE was. I know London. I don't know.
What's one producer I would say has the most potential is what's Big Boy name that made Keith Chief
talking about see that's another
Young Chop,
like Young Chop
the Big
on
Boy.
The beat. Yeah, Young Chop on the beat.
When 50 heard the song and he took it to the producers, the producer said, "I want him." They was like, "You want Keith Chief?" They was like, "No, we want the beat maker." They took this guy and he moved all the way to LA, which he's at now, and they sat him beside Drake. But what's the other dude from Florida that be making the beats too with the tax all of his face? He be making the Migos beats. It's like a lot of good producers there.
That's the dude from Atlanta. Y'all remember? See, this is the trap era. Now once again, it's a whole different era. So you talk trap, you got 808 Mafia, and you got people like what's my dude Lex Luger. He was like the pioneer when Waka first came out with all that Waka stuff. That was a lot of Lex Luger beats. And then you got Southside. It's to do with all the stuff on his face. Got all the tats and stuff on his face. Now to this day, like all that gritty traps type beats and stuff that you hear.
But it's a lot of good potential.
Nah,
potential
definitely. I agree
out
with a
here
lot of
though.
good potential. I don't know enough producers like that, like
Facts.
newer producers,
Mm-hmm.
to really be up here like, yo, I want to give them props. I know Large Professor, like I know like a lot of my producers are more so old school. I
Facts.
don't even think I threw a new school producer out there
Mm-mm.
actually. You
You
know,
got them New York beatbox.
hey, hey, don't make me fucking be like, yo, Dougie Fresh, straight up, and that's all I need,
Oh,
hey,
nigga.
yeah.
no.
That's
You
all I
talking about
need, some
overrated?
Dougie
Uh,
Fresh.
Boo
you
boo.
know, as being a DJ, you got to go all the way back, and you
Yeah,
got to hear the bridge is over. You
of
got to
course.
hear like
That's what I'm talking
Roxanne Rock. You got to hear
about.
this. The breaks. You got to hear where like the message to me was
Mm,
probably the most ahead of the world song. Like you can listen, like you would
wow.
be like, "Yo, this is one of the first rap songs," and he's like, "Don't push me,
Me,
cause
cuz.
I'm close to the edge." We like God, so it's like
Hit
being a beat maker now has to be a lot simpler because you got some type of
Mm-hmm.
guidelines to go by.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
Mm-hmm.
to James Brown for providing samples for the future that
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
set up a hip hop culture. So
Mm-hmm.
that's
you got to give it to New York. It's like,
yeah,
you know,
like and we me and Third Con talked about this on the last episode a little bit. No, on the Jay-Z episode when we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about
Jay-Z
how
conundrum.
yeah, and that's out right now. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead. Y'all peep the Jay-Z conundrum, myself,
Facts.
Third
which is
Degree,
my favorite rapper ever.
Who's that?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, yo, you got to go peep
Can
the
I
episode.
explain? Y'all, I heard y'all was. I seen that when you was spitting some lyrics from him. One of
Okay,
mine was, "Dear Summer, I know you gonna miss me.
miss me.
Before we go together like Nikes and Swiss
Cri-
tees, S dots with polos,
Polo
fleeces,
fleeces,
purple label shit with the logo
logo
secrets.
secret.
Give me a couple of years, shit. I might just sneak in
Yeah,
a couple of words and like peaches and herb.
herbs.
We be reunited and it feels
Feels
so good.
so
How the
good.
whole world say, how you still so good?
What?
Cause I do this in my summer. I ain't none of these half-ass newcomers that know how I do summer. I drop heat when you bring. It's just something about his
He's
flow,
good.
like
He's good.
and
Yeah.
like to me, or I tell all my artists is that I go in the booth with. You can write it, but don't read it. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
mm,
You can write it,
mm,
but don't read it. Mean it. You know. So like a lot of my guys, if you tell, like I'm not saying I'm the best rapper or writer, but when I did, I try to refrain from using paper because I feel like it take a lot of your emotions out. And
Oof.
when you hear Jay-Z, "Dear Summer, I know you gonna miss me before we go," it's like he ain't trying to stay on the beat. He trying to make the beat. It's like the beat trying to stay with him.
mm.
And that's what I like about him. And people be like, Jay-Z's not that good. He's not writing. Like, he's not writing. And we can all sit up here and say DMX is one hell of a freestyler, but who is he going up against? He's going up against Jay-Z. And I seen the list the other day, said who's the greatest rapper of all time. I can't say it's Jay-Z. I would have to say that would be Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg would be the greatest, but Jay-Z was like right behind.
Mm.
You
Yeah, that's an
gotta say
episode right there, dog. Because I
you
can
got to
disagree. I disagree with all that shit you just said. So,
whoa, whoa,
especially Snoop
whoa,
Dogg. Like, what the fuck? Like,
whoa.
no,
Okay,
no. But
no,
I'm
listen.
biased. But I
I
respect.
disagree
I
with all
Hey,
that
respect it.
listen.
I respect.
Who at the time
Now look, yeah, yeah.
that
shit.
Tupac and Biggie
Okay.
was alive,
Yeah.
neither one of them was bigger than Snoop Dogg. Neither one of them. When Tupac and Biggie was beefing, the number one artist, and you can go Google it, the number one artist at the time was Snoop Dogg. To this day, Snoop Dogg will probably be the first rapper in space. And I know that sounds crazy. He, Snoop Dogg is one of the reasons why he's one of the reasons Crip is international. It's I don't know. It's like, bro, you got to give it to who, if
Snoop
not
My only
is
thing
anybody,
is, let me
and we
clarify.
can end this. Who is bigger than Snoop Dogg? That should be who is bigger than Snoop Dogg?
Jay Z.
Now, to this day, what
Jay Z.
rapper?
Jay-Z.
Bigger than Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, yeah.
I need you to turn on your TV
So,
for an
so
hour and
this is
watch
a
how
simple
many.
way to put it right here.
This
All
is
right.
a
So
tough
if it's a
one.
show come,
Oof.
I'm clipping a little bit. Let me cut down. So this is a simple way to put it. If it was a show going on in where you at in Greensboro,
Yes,
and Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z was both performing there, who would headline?
Jay-Z. I mean Snoop Dogg. Snoop
Nah,
Dogg would
I don't
definitely
think so.
hit.
I don't think so.
probably Jay. I would go with Jay on this one.
You would never catch Jay-Z at any show he wouldn't headline. You would
He
never.
did with DMX
When?
when when
You
he said,
talking about the what do you call it tour?
well, it was his tour. But the thing I'm saying is, who are you gonna go watch more, Jay-Z or Snoop Dogg? What show
I would
would
watch.
you want to go watch?
I would watch Jay-Z.
Okay, so if it was an artist,
Yeah.
of course I'm pick Snoop because he smoked. But I love Jay-Z. Don't get me wrong, Jay-Z is my number one artist. But when you look at it, at the time, people thought that Tupac and Biggie was the biggest in 1996. No, Tupac needed Snoop Dogg. That's why he was doing all them
Yeah.
songs with Snoop.
I
Snoop was
think
the number.
I think
Snoop.
Snoop is huge. Like, don't get it twisted. I think he's definitely huge. He's
What Drake?
top
What
tier.
Kendrick Lamar is probably the biggest rapper up right now.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that either. But yeah, I don't
See,
like
this
Kendrick.
show would go on for
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
ever.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
See,
I don't.
it's hard to say the
Drake is the
biggest.
biggest artist right
Yeah,
now.
it's hard to say.
Oh my
If you
Yeah,
god!
take like
Drake is the biggest
honestly,
artist right
if
now.
you look at Drake and Eminem, those are the two biggest hip hop artists right now. Like period. Even though M ain't dropping nothing, and even though Drake is
Yeah,
blah
I
blah blah.
couldn't even
Do
put
you
him
know
up there
what
Look
the
right now.
number
look at the
one?
Drake is the artist right now.
Do you know what the
Period.
number one, the number two, the number three, the number four, and the number five song? Who all got them songs right now?
probably Kendrick.
All five spots.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he just
but he
dropped
just
an
recently
album.
dropped his album. That's why. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about
Not Like Us is probably the biggest song.
well, and you got to
And
think, why
since
is it
two,
the biggest song?
I put it like this, and I want you to disagree with
But
this.
hold on, before you move off there, why is it the biggest song?
Not Like Us, it
Why?
is
I agree, but why is it the biggest song?
because it's the number one. Listen, I've DJed at a pep rally.
Mhm.
I've DJed at weddings. I've DJed at white parties, cowboy parties. I've DJed at 60 and 70-year-old parties.
Right,
The number one requested song, even now, I've DJed for church people.
right.
It's Not Like Us.
You
Let me
telling me
rephrase the
you
question.
telling me
Let me
Grandma
rephrase the question.
Gertrude is
Hold
spitting
on,
out her
Ross. Hold on,
dentures to not like us?
hold on,
Okay,
Ross.
sorry.
Am
Yeah.
I lying?
Let's replace. Let's Not Like Us, right? Let's say Kendrick was
They
talking
not
about.
like us. They not
Let's
like
say
us.
Trev, this for real. This is a serious question for you. If we replace who Kendrick was talking about in Just Like Us, from Drake to KE on the track, is that still the number one song?
No, because of Mustard. It would still be the number one
No,
song.
no,
It's not.
everything is the same. We just replacing who he talking about. The lyrics is
Yes.
specifically
So
about Drake. We're
I
talking
feel
about
like I'm
somebody that's
talking
not
to a
relevant.
Drake fan right now,
You are.
obviously.
You
You
are. I
are.
was about
Okay,
to say
okay,
You
that.
are.
okay,
You
okay.
are.
That
What I'm
changes
telling
a
you,
lot.
what I'm telling
Okay.
you, hold on, I'm clipping it,
Okay,
man. Hold on.
But
so
Let me calm down. Hold on. What I'm telling you is that song is so hot because of who he's talking about. Not because it's a hot song. I mean, it's a good song. But the reason it got so much appeal because people is coming after Drake. It's Drake. That's why. If he wasn't talking about Drake, nobody would care, man.
we might
Nobody
as well
cared
go. We might
before.
as well
Like,
finish the whole hour out at this point because we got like 12 minutes.
yeah, we got
So it's
to
like
go finish the hour.
Ross, go ahead. Let me hear from you, man. What you got?
let's do your question. Let's take it out. Let's take Drake out.
Uh huh.
Is the song hot to you still?
The beat is hot.
Beat is hard.
I don't like that. But they gonna kill me in the comment.
They gonna
I
light
don't like.
your
I
ass
don't.
up. They
I
gonna
don't. I
light
don't.
you up from your top
I don't
five.
like his style, man. To be honest, I don't like Kendrick Lamar's style. I like
I gotta
take the
agree
Drake
with
shit
you.
out. I don't like it. It's like it's
I agree
corny to
with
me.
you. Now
That shit whack.
the people that say Pimp a Butterfly and all of that, I'm not that Kendrick Lamar type
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, my favorite rapper right now you'll probably be like, hell no. Tyler the Creator is probably my favorite artist right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like you a Drake fan? And you
See Tyler on that weird stuff though, so that's why I got. I can't co-sign that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I respect it, but I can't co-sign it, bro.
Oh my
I
god!
got two little boys. No, I ain't even co-sign that. Oh no. Hey, hats
but
off to
what I'm
Tyler,
saying
man.
is when I
God.
Oh damn, he got kicked off.
Oh damn, DJ Trev. Yo, this is
Yeah. He left on that one, huh?
look. Nah, he back. Here you go. Hold on. I got you.
more fucking minutes.
There
No.
we go.
Oh man.
So
There
when
you
I
go.
came into this beef, I'm
Yeah.
totally biased. I gotta be honest.
Uh-huh.
As far as Drake goes, Drake is probably the best artist as far as if he would have stayed in the artist realm of things, you know, with Michael Jackson's and you know, MC Hammers and more of a pop guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
where he started going left is, bro, he's a conscious rapper, bro. So I don't Drake is an industry made. And you
I
don't
agree.
know what's real and what's fake about him because every
That's
song
just
you
not.
heard,
Yeah.
but that's not the type of producer I am. The type of producer I am, even if somebody gave him them rhymes, it got to be a certain way that he's putting it and doing it to
Say
get
that
it out.
again. Say that
That's
again for
art.
the people in the back.
But when you going against a
He
person
really
and
means me. Yeah.
Say that again for the people in the back.
He's
Because
saying he
once
means that
again,
for
that's
me.
what I've been saying. Even if somebody did write some shit,
yeah,
say it
because you
again.
got
You said it.
R
Say
and
it
B,
again.
you got R&B people that write and stuff, but
Okay.
um, Michael Jackson wasn't a good pen guy. He didn't write like use a good pen game. But Lil Wayne had a little trouble getting started off.
That's what they said. Gilly wrote a
Man,
lot of his stuff. That's what he
Um,
says the least stuff.
man, look.
oh, it's a lot.
Um,
Believe it or not, Yachty write a lot for a lot of Southern rappers, and Rick Ross had wrote a lot. You know, it's a lot of ghostwriters out
I,
there.
I want to say this real quick.
But Drake,
This is me. This is my opinion, and I'm
Oh
cool
Lord.
with it. Right? It's just the way it is. Look, I cannot consider you because like my first grade off of considering you like a dope MC or like top 5 MC is your pen. That's the best thing about you. That's what that's the thing that makes you like that's your creative right there. You know what I'm
that's why
saying?
I say if
You
he would have
can't
stayed in pop, it wouldn't have been a problem. But when you come to rap and you come into a battle, gotta use your own pen.
you
Like,
can't claim king and your pen is in question. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's me. That's the way I feel about it. And yes, I know sometimes I'm too, MC, whatever. I don't really give a fuck.
no, that's
If
real.
if you if I don't care if it's Biggie, if it's Pac, if it's Jay, if it's Nas, if it's M, whoever, if your pen becomes in question, you're off that list. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying okay, cool, Drake can't rap because I know he can rap. I know that the motherfucker can rap. It's not like he had every song, ghost written for him.
Just about a lot of them though.
But but if you know what I'm saying, the fact of you trying to claim king, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you did to be able to be like, okay, you took credit for this. Oh well, this person took credit for that. That
but
person took
has
credit
he
for
ever
that.
claimed King?
Oh,
He was, I believe, there was one point
the
a
big
while
three.
ago.
I think the
When
only thing he's ever claimed is that he's the biggest artist. That
But
doesn't
anyway,
necessarily mean that's pop. That's
it
popularity.
was,
I
it was.
think that
You can't
I,
argue that he's the biggest artist.
how
That's all
No,
he's
long how
no,
claiming.
long was it?
you
Was
can't.
it when
That's
they
it.
battled? Because they beef lasted like 6, 7 days. That was
It
probably the
was.
best moment of hip hop
It was.
ever.
It was him. Like
And he
my
killed him
bad.
on
God,
that.
God.
He
Whoa,
killed
whoa,
him
whoa.
Oh,
on those.
What I was gonna go. What I was gonna take it back to was when him and Meek Mill was battling. Right.
He killed Meek Mills.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he did. What I am saying is that there was a point to where he did say something along the lines of being the best rapper. And then when you say that shit, but you got ghostwriters and it's proven you got ghostwriters, no. Like that, like to me, you're done.
It
But
goes back to
it's
that
not that
emphasizing.
it doesn't mean that I can't respect what you actually do.
Yeah,
And the fact that, whoever wrote it for you, you deliver it like a motherfucker. Like
right, right.
you
But
deliver
what
it well
happened with Pusha P? Like
with
Pusha T
Pusha
when
T.
Push, like
He
he
lost the
been
battle to
lost,
Pusha T. He lost the
but he
battle to Joe Budden. But Drake can't go nowhere. He's
He
cemented.
didn't. He didn't though. This is the thing, guys.
Joe Button though
He
The
did lose to
people
Joe
in his
Budden.
he lost
the
to Joe.
people.
Yeah.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you what happened with that. See, y'all get it twisted. What
Oh shit!
happened with this
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
is
Go ahead,
Drake
sir.
got his people in his corner. Drake, you got to realize Drake fan base is vast, way more than all these people y'all name. So the beef at a certain point does not benefit Drake. So his people in his ear is telling him, "Hey, why keep focusing on this? These guys they got nothing to lose. They just got everything to gain. You the one got something to lose. Why focus on it? You're already at the top of pinnacle right now. So going back to what you said, Rhymez, about the best rapper, it goes back to the episode we had before. Like, what are we talking about? Because if we're talking about lyrics, I give you that all day. You can't claim to be the best rapper if we judging lyrics and you got ghostwriters. Give you that all day.
So
But if we're
who is
talking,
the best
hold on, Trev.
rapper?
What real quick? But if you're talking about all around, we're talking about who can make a song, who can make hits, who got mass appeal, who got crossover. No matter whose track he jumps on, that track is going to be a hit. No one today you can say is better than Drake. So that would be an accurate statement. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends on what he meant. Because if you say, like prime example, Lil Wayne, all around rapper, he's at the top, right? I would say him. I would say Jay. I would say certain names, right? For those all around, got it all at the top in every category you can say in rap. If you say lyricist, and we're just talking about lyricists, then of course you know who I'm gonna say. You know, and I got a different list of people. So that's why I say you got to be very careful how we define terms when we talking about the best of. You see what I'm saying?
But lyrics though, who?
Lyrics.
It's
Oh
only
man,
one.
come on, answer that. Bro. It's
It's
not even close. It's not even close.
He got to tell you Eminem.
Eminem all day.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
Say
sorry.
what?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean most
You better not
people
say
know it.
Jay-Z.
Most people know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't want
yeah,
to admit it, but it's
We
what
that's
know,
it
man.
that's
is.
Come
one
on,
thing
bro.
we shouldn't have to argue about.
Yeah.
But I feel like people try to use his race against him. You know what I
They
mean?
Of
use his
course.
silliness and his
Of
race
course.
against him. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he said something about that. I forgot what he said. He
The
said,
old Diddy shit.
that raper. He was like,
Oh,
he a
yo, come
ARPER.
on, man.
It's
Yo,
the GOAT,
oh
bro.
my
It's the
God.
GOAT.
He said he a AAP. He a RAPER. He's
Yeah.
like, did he spell rapper without a
Without
P?
a
Did he?
P.
I
Did he?
was like,
Yeah. He a nasty man. He's nasty.
Bro.
He's nasty. But
He
like when
different.
you say overall rappers, man, like I got Jay. And you could ask this man here on the town. I used to hate Jay. I wouldn't say I used to
Nah.
hate him, but I used
Hate
to
on him for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that
Without a
I'm
doubt.
now that I'm older and I can listen to it with more mature ears, I catch a lot more what he was saying. I catch the meaning behind what he's
Yeah.
saying. But when I say he's lyrical, even that bar you just spit a couple minutes ago, that shit was elementary. Come on now, he wasn't using nothing complex. The
cool.
Jay-Z bar he was spitting earlier, the Dear Summer shit, that wasn't complex, but
It's not about the
it hit hard.
complex. It's
But that's
the
my point.
yeah.
It's not complex, but it hit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not taking it away from it. It's great bars, right? But it's not complex. It's not lyrical.
This is gonna continue next week because I'm
Yeah.
about to write down the whole
Now
list.
imagine Eminem saying that same meaning, but imagine him putting his spin on it. That shit would sound completely different.
Yo,
Motherfucker be
Maybe
using
saying
4-syllable words. That could madness.
renegade.
Goddamn, you know he would have been hit you with shit you wouldn't know what to do. You'd be like, listen to it, like, God damn.
No, because
But
if we
Jay gonna
bring
give
up
it to you still.
Andre 3000, that leads into a whole nother 30 minutes of talking again.
That's another nigga I think overrated, bro.
Oh my God! Next week, hey, I need to know. Next week we talking.
Hey, I know the comments. Yo, I like him, bro. I promise you. But niggas act like that motherfucker on Eminem. That motherfucker on some silly shit too.
Please post this first. Post that part first so people can hear this.
Hold on. Have you heard the Flute album?
Don't use the Flute album against him, bro.
What are we gonna talk about? Him rapping? Hold on, we talking about him as a rapper or a fucking flute player?
He's nice, but he's
very nice. He's great.
He's very nice. He's very nice. But niggas got him up there with like when it comes to the lyrics. No. I can give you 10 people off the top. More lyrical than Andre.
No, save it for next week.
No, I ain't gonna say that, man. I ain't gonna say that.
Son, I'm
trolling now. I'm trolling now. Hold on.
You troll since your top 5. You was trolling then.
Oh my God, this nigga said.
All right, real quick before we end this, like, what? Y'all really got Andre? That top 10 lyrics?
I've got to have Dre.
You said most definitely?
Most likely. He's pushing 10 to 15 for sure. Bro, Dre is nasty.
All right, so hold on. Give me the hottest Andre 3K verse.
Come on, you
don't want me to do the players anthem. Come on, players.
I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire because I can't think of one that's.
The thing is, I can't think. The thing is, what I'm. The reason why I say what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I typed the text to my girl I used to see, says cutie pie that I want to be, and I apologize if this message gets you around, but I CC every girl that I CC around town is hate to see y'all around, but I love to see her smile. Wetness all around me, wetness all around me, but no, I'm not no island. Peninsula, maybe makes no sense. I know crazy. Give up all this pussy cat that's in my lap. No going back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now real. I'm quick as the pimp, as glad as night. Saw the sun. Come on now, boy. When I shoot the moon, high jumps the bro.
I got one reply to that whole 16 or whatever.
You don't fucking do it.
I am.
I was not gonna do what I was not gonna do what Trev did, right?
Bars. Those shits was Dr. Seuss.
You got fucking issues. I was not gonna
wetness all around.
You know what? Fuck that.
What was complex in that? Come on, bro.
I didn't. I said that wasn't the verse I was gonna say.
I gave y'all.
It's a hot verse. I wasn't gonna do that, and I'm not gonna do that because we're gonna save this shit for another fucking episode. That's exactly what the fuck we gonna do.
Yes. Next week, I need your top 10 lyricists.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the flute.
No Drake.
You said I'm gonna bring the flute.
No. Don't bring Drake. I won't bring the flute.
I'm gonna say something right now. This gonna piss some people off. It's not one thing that Andre 3K ever said hotter than 50% of what Drake be saying. I don't care if he wrote it or not. Andre ain't wrote no shit on Drake level. Ever.
All right.
I hope when you speeding down the road, what he say? I hope when you speeding down the road and you putting up makeup on the mirror and you crash.
Listen to this. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I can back up the shit I say. Listen to this. Listen. All right. Walk it out like an usher. If you say real talk, I probably won't trust you. If you want to go to war with guns, my pleasure. Even Jesus had 12 disciples on the left. Trevor, whatever. You don't want the Degree 2000. You're like jury duty. You're new to this part of town. Your white tee, well to me looks like a nightgown. Make your mother proud to take that thing too. What the fuck is he talking about?
Give me one line that you know.
Stop. The song is called "Walk It Out." What the fuck are you talking about?
I walk it out. Yo.
Walk it out like an usher. All right, he on top of that.
I'm not gonna. No.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I'm not gonna say
the white tee. Well, to me, looks like a nightgown. Make your mother proud and take that thing 2 sizes down. Then you look like the man that you are or what you could be. I could give a damn about you. The shit. What is he talking about?
He's trying to school him, your young brother, dress properly.
Man, that shit
I'm done with 30. Trying to get my blood pressure up.
Look, they get.
It sounds good. I ain't gonna lie. It sounds good till you really listen to it. And you like, man, what the fuck is he talking about?
So is you saying that Drake is better than? You said Drake is better than Andre 3000.
Lyrically, yes. Song making, I don't know. I like a lot of Andre 3K for his songs. I'll give you that. He makes good songs, but as an artist, man, people be putting him
I
like
would have thought you would have said that opposite.
Like, come on, dude. Like, and I know Rhymes get what I'm saying, bro. If you say lyrical,
I get what you're saying, but I'm not.
Don't agree with him.
I'm thinking even
this
now. I say even LL Cool J. Andre ain't saying nothing.
You know what? I was watching this.
I'm gonna do.
He ain't saying nothing hard, bro.
I'm gonna come back with things for you, right? Because you probably haven't heard the things that I've heard.
Okay.
And this is probably what's making you say these things, and I get that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm always open.
It's cool. I know that. You know, and I know that I can bring some things, you know, to the forefront. So you know. But anyway, yo, we about to get up out of this motherfucker. Who knows? We might stay on 10 more minutes after we do this. Because I'm sure we got some shit to say. But but yo, DJ Trev, let the people know where they can holler at you, homie.
Now, DJ Trev, I'm on Instagram. Trev the Drummer Boy. I'm on Facebook, Trev Summers. I'm on Twitch, DJ Trev. That's DJ X small X TREV. Mm-hmm. Yep, hit me up, man.
Oh yeah. And just let y'all know later on, DJ Trev will be DJing for Rhymes on Deck Radio. So that stuff's coming out soon. Y'all just be prepared for that. Third Degree, let them know where they can jump you at. I mean, where they can meet you at.
You know, we on that fitness. You know, guns still popping up off of the screen. So, you know, at the bottom here, you can see that you can follow me at Fat Boy Get Right. That's FAT. Boy is BOIGET. Right, RITE. Fat Boy Get Right on TikTok. Follow me on there. We can get this fitness thing popping. You heard?
Yes, sir. And y'all already know your boy is me, Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. Follow the Rhymes on Deck YouTube channel. Follow the Rhymes on Deck radio page. Follow just Master Rhymes all over each platform. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, we enjoy giving y'all this. Obviously, we was talking about beat makers, and this shit got a little bit crazy. That's what I want y'all to expect here on Pin Game, because here at Pin Game, we passionate about what the fuck we talking about, and we've got knowledge behind it. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? We about to get up out of here. This is the piece to hip hop. Y'all be easy. All love. Peace.
Peace out.